Hello, friends. Welcome to our children's time. I'm Stanley.
And I'm Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, what are we going to talk about tonight?
Well, tonight we're going to talk about not being lazy. Can you think of any Bible verse for this topic?
Oh, I have one. Proverbs 19:24. The sluggard buries his hand in the dish and will not even bring it back to his mouth.
Wow, that definitely describes a lazy person. And it reminds me of a folk story.
The boy that was too lazy to turn the bread?
Yeah.
Tell us a story.
Sure. So here is the story. Once upon a time, there was a boy who was very lazy. His parents did everything for him, and he never had to lift a finger. One day, his parents had to go on a trip for a weekend. They made him a very big bread and cut a hole in the center to hang it around his neck so he wouldn't go hungry.
So is it like this?
Yeah, kind of. They cut a hole in the center of the bread and there's a bread around the neck. Yeah, that looks right. I'll continue, okay? When they came back 3 days later, so after the parents had come back home, the boy had fainted in the house, with the back half of his bread still hanging behind his neck.
Whoa.
So he ate all the front side of the bread, but then there was bread left in the back.
Whoa.
And he didn't eat that. I wonder why. The reason he didn't eat the back was because he was too lazy to turn the bread around when he finished the front half of the bread.
It's just like the verse had described, even though the story is a little extreme, but it has a very good point. Being lazy could bring terrible consequences to us. In this case, the boy was too lazy to take care of himself. He could die if his parents delayed his trip home. His parents would be desperate.
Yeah, that's so true. Being lazy means that a person is unwilling to work or put any effort in doing anything. It is not a habit we should have. By being lazy, students can't make their grades because they can't turn their assignments on time. People can't keep their jobs, and our home life will be a mess since nothing gets done. And then everybody will be stressed and anxious. That's bad for our health.
Oh, you definitely don't want to be lazy on taking care of your health. For example, if you're lazy on brushing your teeth, just think about the drilling sound when a dentist is treating your cavities.
I don't like that. I have another verse. Proverbs 10:4 says, "A slack hand causes poverty, but the hand of the diligent makes rich." This means that in everything we need to do, we should do it willingly and persistently, not just with a minimum effort. A minimum effort will not get us the result we want. For example, if we want to be healthy, we need to eat healthily and exercise daily. Or if we play a sport or an instrument, we need to put in the time and the effort to practice it in order to be good at it. The same principle goes for our schoolwork and house chores.
Let's sing a couple of songs.
Yeah.
The first one is about how to be a proper human being. It's called Diligence, Faithfulness.
Okay, let me grab my guitar. Diligence, faithfulness, perseverance stands the test. Diligence, faithfulness, perseverance, yes. Diligence, faithfulness, perseverance stands the test. Diligence, faithfulness, perseverance, yes.
Let's all sing it together.
Diligence, faithfulness, perseverance stands the test. Diligence, faithfulness, perseverance, yes. Diligence, faithfulness, perseverance stands the test. Diligence, faithfulness, perseverance, yes. This song reminds me of our dear Lord Jesus. When Jesus was living on the earth, he diligently and faithfully carried out the responsibilities that God the Father had commanded him. Even today, Jesus is still persevering in praying for us. That shows how much he loves us.
Yes. Let's sing There Is a Name I Love to Hear. There is a name I love to hear. I love to sing its word. It sounds like music in my ear. The sweetest name on earth. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. Because he first loved me. Let's sing the chorus together. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. Because he first loved me.
We hope you enjoyed the song and the lesson today. Let's read the verse again. Proverbs 10:4.
A slack hand causes poverty, but the hand of the diligent makes rich.
Today, we will be making a walking ant. We will first need 3 pieces of paper, all of the same width but different height, small, medium, and large. Then, you will need 2 tiny strips of paper for the ant's antenna. Then, another piece of paper for the ant's butt. And lastly, 6 strips of paper to act as the ant's legs. You will need to use a glue bottle, a spoon, and a marker. To make the ant, you will first have to fold all of your differently sized papers into cylinders, starting with big as the ant's head, then small for the ant's stomach, and then medium for the ant's bottom. Then you will have to take your other piece of paper and make it the ant's base or the bottom of it. Starting with the head, then the stomach, then the butt. Now you have to put the antennas onto the ant's head. After that, take your 6 little legs and start to put it onto the ant. The first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, and finally the 6th one. Now you have an ant. Now to add the final touches. First, add the ant's eyes with your marker. Continue to draw the mouth. Now, fold the antennas a little bit so they look more realistic. And the last step is to add the spoon onto the bottom of the ant. Grab some tape, no matter how much you need. And now, add the spoon onto the ant. Now, you have a walking ant.